my slides with the definition of the biome. Deciduous is, by definition, a plant which sheds its leaves each year in the fall. So that's actually the name to deciduous. Also, so deciduous, what's famous for, it's on the bottom there, it has 4 seasons. So obviously what we know, winter, spring, summer, fall. And it's pretty much like coniferous would be the cold one, deciduous would kind of be the middle one, rainforest would be the warmer, humid one, let's say. But deciduous is kind of, I kind of consider it in the middle because it has 4 seasons, so you're going to have variety of temperature, variety of rainfall, and you see it's like a perfect bell-shaped curve for temperature and precipitation. And there's my geography, which I just throw it in there because that was a requirement for you. There is temperate and tropical, just like there is rainforest. So kind of when you look at those 2 things, you're really thinking the tropical would pretty much be the rainforest and the temperate would be the deciduous. Yet there is tropical deciduous forest and temperate deciduous forest, and there's temperate rainforest and tropical rainforest. But in the end, you're gonna think of your tropical rainforest and temperate deciduous forest.
Soil.
Video, the soil is full of nutrients. It's one of the richest biomes in terms of soil because since the leaves shed the trees shed their leaves in the fall, you have what is called leaf litter. You need to start learning that word because we're gonna use it later on. Leaf litter is basically a bunch of leaves that look like waste, but they will be decomposed and then will make the top layer of soil nutrient rich. Tree or characteristics of plants, this is really, really important because this will come up on the AP exam. Deciduous forests have broad leaf and hard wood. Broad leaves and hard wood. What do conifers have? Pine needles or cone, and they're evergreen. Yes, we mentioned that. How about rainforest?
Very large.
Large, broad leaves
And rubbery trees.
and evergreen. So you have to know those 3. So 2 evergreen are coniferous and rain. That means forever green. They never shed their leaves. So only deciduous shed their leaves. They also have broad leaves. That's why the rainforest and deciduous forest, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, they can have those layers mentioned, the emergent canopy, but the rainforest is where you see the distinctive layers. I think they had in their video the layers defined in one of their slides as well. Now, what does hardwood mean? Well, the logging part of the deciduous forest, although he has a point, they're easy to cut down. The reason we cut them down is because most of the furniture or industrialized wood products come from a deciduous forest. Maple, oak, hickory are all deciduous trees. And if you look, when you think of maple, you always thought of the lighter brown, or oak as the boring brown. No, it's the type of wood that can be stained to be any color. So when you buy it, alright, so oak being the most expensive furniture or long and durable furniture. That's all I'm gonna say. Animals in the deciduous forest, they're either gonna be migratory or, he did mention hibernate, and yes, they do during specific times of the year. There's few predators in the deciduous forest. There's not really a lot to say about characteristics of animals in the forest because wherever you're gonna have 4 seasons, you're gonna have a variety of organisms. Pretty much end of story. They do say that a lot of animals will have certain characteristics to survive the winter, like hiding their food or storing or hibernating, that type of thing. Obviously, the environmental problem of deciduous forest is deforestation, biggest problem. I love that you mentioned acid rain and the leaves effect. We're going to study that in the upcoming chapters. But the solution to all the forest problems is reforestation. Awareness, and that's about it, because you can't really do much with the need for these products except on recycle.